You ever go into a store looking for one thing and then coming out being completely obsessed about something else? That was the case with Ultimate Aphrodisiac. Come back and I'll tell you a little bit more about this fragrance, but you gotta come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video of Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know what you gotta do: like, comment, follow, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So like I mentioned in the intro, I went into the store specifically with a few fragrances in mind that I wanted to test out. I wanted to test out Guerlain fragrances because I don't have that in my collection and I haven't really gotten the chance to smell their fragrances. And I knew I wanted to smell from Mind Games, Prodigy, and Mentor. And, you know, I wasn't impressed by those specific fragrances, and I wound up going into Neiman Marcus and seeing that they held Navitas fragrances, and I thought, oh, that was pretty cool, just because, you know, Navitas is typically you get them online. So me and my homegirl are in Neiman Marcus, and we're just smelling all the Navitas fragrances, but I wasn't really impressed by them, which is, you know, no shade to anybody, because I know they partner with a lot of YouTubers and whatnot, but none of them really grabbed my attention. So then we wound up smelling the fragrances right next to the Navitas fragrances, and I still thought that was Navitas just based how the bottle looked. And my homegirl, her reaction when she smelled this fragrance, the noise that came out of her mouth, I was like, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And with her, she's very particular. I don't want to say picky, but very particular when it comes to her fragrance. Not everything wows her, which is cool because it's not like me where I love everything. But she just wasn't wowed by it. But with this one, I'm like, yo, I have to smell that. Because why did that noise just come out of your mouth like that? So I had to smell it. So I smelled it and I'm like, oh, that's why that noise came out of your mouth. This is sexy. This is sensual. It's edible. The chocolate in here, the almond is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And the packaging, like I said, I thought this was Navitas because it was right next to the Navitas fragrances, but this is actually Vivamor Parfums. And when we did a little bit more research, we found out this is actually a sister house to Navitas, so that's why it makes sense with the packaging. It's pretty similar, but this was $155, which was great because typically with these niche fragrances it's $200 and up. And not only was it $155, but it also came with a candle. Like, when do you buy a fragrance and you get a candle or something a little bit more? So it was refreshing for such a really good fragrance to get something like a candle. And you've seen my videos, I love candles and whatnot, so this was right up my alley. Just stunning packaging, and just, I was sold. So if we get into the notes, we have in the top bitter almond, rum absolute, Sri Lanka, cinnamon, and then in the middle we have chocolate liqueur, cocoa butter, brown sugar, and in the base vanilla, African coffee, absolute. I don't know, did I write whatever. This is it, it's sexy. I get a bit of a cherry note, and it's probably because of the almond, but then when it dries down into this nutty chocolate scent. I don't really get the brown sugar. I feel like brown sugar would make it overly sweet, and this fragrance isn't overly sweet at all. It's just really nutty and chocolatey. And then there's a cherry note, and it's so fascinating because the way it dried down on me, like I said, it was more nutty and more chocolatey, where for my friend, there was more of like cherry covered chocolate. That's what I got from it. It was just really, really sexy on her specifically. The name is fitting. Like I mentioned, Ultimate Aphrodisiac. This just reminds me, like I said, you wear this on a date night, or if you're trying to close the deal and be sexy and whatnot. You throw this one on. It's not overly sweet. It's just intoxicating and inviting, and really, really gorgeous. Beautiful fragrance. It's beautiful. The longevity on this fragrance was pretty non-existent on my skin. It lasted maybe 2 to 3 hours, maybe even 4 hours. I don't think this is the fragrance that's supposed to necessarily leave a big trail, just based off the name Aphrodisiac. I think it's a fragrance that's supposed to be hugged closer to the skin. This is a perfect fragrance to wear for Valentine's Day, a date night where you want, like I keep saying, close the deal, seal the deal. It's very intimate, inviting, comforting, just something that's gonna hold close when you get close to a person. So if you're looking for a fragrance that you want to leave a trail and people chase after you, this is probably not that fragrance. This is more so the fragrance you're in a relationship or you're with someone, whatever how you want to call it, and be close. This is the fragrance that you throw on. Beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, everything under the sun. As you know, in the ending of my videos, I always talk about my layering combo, so I wanted to pair this with something that to zhuzh up the notes in it. One of the things that I started off with was Carol Daughter Almond Cookie Softening Body Wash. This is just because there's an almond note in here, so I wanted to bring that note out a little bit more, so we started with that. I then there's a body cream with this from this as well that I use, so I use that interchangeably. So if you want to, like I said, amp up the almond note, I would definitely use the almond cookie souffle, I believe it's called, and the body wash. If you want to zhuzh up the chocolate note in there, I paired it with Canvas Beauty Body Glaze Hawt Cocoa. This is, like I keep mentioning in my videos, look at that. Can you see how I've been using that? This just it glides on your skin. It's so buttery and rich, and the chocolate is really potent in here. I then paired it with their Hawt Cocoa body oil, because again, just to zhuzh up that chocolate note. And then I also paired it with Vanilla Sky, because from Brown Sugar Babe, by the way, because this has, I forget the notes in there, like rum, vanilla, and you know, there's a rum note in this fragrance as well. So I think that paired beautifully with that. And then I topped it off with Lost Cherry. So then I layered these two together just because I said the almond note gave me cherry vibes. So layered this together and it was just gorgeous. Sexy, gorgeous. Another time I wore this fragrance very recently, actually, yeah, I can still smell it on this sweater, actually. I wore this with Tribeca. Bar number 9's Tribeca, because of that cacao note, the nuttiness pairs gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So do I recommend Ultimate Aphrodisiac from Vivamor Parfums? 1000%. If you're looking for something sexy, intimate, and wears close to the skin, this is your fragrance. And only for $155. And like I said, it came with a candle. And really a bang for your buck. You don't see that too often now when it comes to fragrances. So I would definitely check this out. So that is my video. And thank you so much for watching. You know what you got to do. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Let me know if you heard about Vivamor Parfums fragrances. This is my first time buying one. And I'm definitely intrigued to check out a little bit more from them. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.